Choose the correct answer. 1. The space occupied by matter is known as volume. 2. Milk has mass and volume. 3. Cheese has mass and volume. 4. Graduated ruler and graduated tape are measuring tools that measure the length of any object. 5. A centimeter is one of the measuring units that estimate the length of any object. 6. 5 meters equals 500 centimeters. 7. Which unit would be most suitable for measuring the length of the book shown in the opposite figure? And it has a length of L. So of course it's centimeter. 8. The sensitive balance is used to measure very small masses in the laboratories. 9. The common balance is a tool used for measuring the mass of matter. 10. Gram and kilogram are units that measure the mass of any object. 11. 1000 kilograms equal 1 ton. 12. The kilogram is a measuring unit of mass. 13. The jeweler uses a sensitive balance to estimate the mass of jewelry. 14. Volume of cuboid equal length time width time height. 15. The measuring cylinder can be used to determine the volume of a liquid and volume of an irregular solid body, which is A and B. 16. The volume of the books that is shown in the figure equal the volume equal length time width time height. So it's basically 5 multiplied 2 multiplied 2, which results in 20. So it's 20 centimeter cube. 17. We can determine the volume of a liquid by using measuring cylinder. 18. 2 liters of water equal 2 liters of milk. 19. The volume of a solid object is measured in centimeter cube unit. 20. We can determine the volume of an irregular small stone that does not dissolve in water by using measuring cylinder. 21. The diagrams show the measuring cylinder before and after the stone is placed into it. How should you calculate the volume of the stone? Basically, it's reading 2 minus reading 1. 22. When a piece of stone is put in a jar containing 30 centimeter cube of water, the water level rises to 50 centimeter cube, so that the volume of the piece of the stone equals, when this happens, it's equal to 20 centimeter cube. 23. If the dimensions of your book are 4, 3, and 2 centimeter, so the volume of the book equals, of course, it's gonna be the multiplication of the 4 by 3 by 2, which is 24 centimeter cube. 24. Dina needs to measure 12 centimeter cube of water for her activity. Which cylinder shows how much water she should use? Of course, it's gonna be B. Okay, because this is the cylinder that indicates 12 centimeter cube. 25. When your classmate puts a piece of iron in 50 centimeter cube beaker that's completely filled with water, a quantity of 20 centimeter cube of water is spilled out. So the volume of the piece of iron equals 20 centimeter cube. It's exactly the volume of the spilled out water. 26. All the following objects are made up of iron. Which of them has the least volume? Of course, you have to calculate all of the volumes. The first one is 3 multiply 4 multiply 3, which is 36, which is figure A. Then you go to B. It's 4 multiply 2 multiply 3 is 24. Then you go to figure C. 1 multiply 4 multiply 4 equals 16. Then you go to letter D. 2 multiply 5 multiply 3 equal 30. So basically this is gonna be, the least one is gonna be letter C. So the answer is C. Two, choose from column B what suits it in column A. It's like the definitions. So number 1, liter, it goes with letter D. Liter is a unit used to measure the volume of liquids. Number 2, kilogram, and it goes to which one shall it use? It goes to the kilogram. First of all, is kilogram a unit or is used to? It's a unit. It's a unit to measure what? For estimating the mass of objects. So it's letter A. So number 3, graduated tape. It goes with E, which is used to measure the length. So graduated tape is used for measuring the length. 4, measuring cylinder goes with B. Is used in measuring the volume of liquids and irregular solid bodies. 5, balance. It goes with C. Balance is used to measure the mass of object. Three, put right in front of the right statement and wrong in front of the wrong one. Then correct it. 1. Volume is the amount of the matter that the object contains. This is wrong. Mass is the amount of the matter that the object contains. Number 2. Salt has a volume. So number 2 is correct. Salt has a volume because it's a matter. 3. Graduated ruler is one of the measuring units of mass. This is wrong. Units of length. 4. Centimeter and gram are the measuring units of length. Wrong. Centimeter and meter are the measuring units of length. 5. Centimeter is the measuring unit of large length, while meter is the measuring unit of small length. This is wrong. This is vice versa. Centimeter for small and meter for large. 6. We use the graduated tape and the measuring ruler in measuring length. Correct. 7. Gram unit is used to measure the volume of small objects, while kilogram is used to measure the mass of vegetables. This is wrong. Actually, the mass, not the volume of small object, it's the mass of small objects. 8. Sensitive balance is used to measure the mass of joules. Correct. Common balance is the measuring unit of volume. Wrong. It's liter, which is the measuring unit of volume. 10. 1 kilometer equal 100 meters. Correct. This is of course this is not correct. 1 kilometer equal 1000 meter. So of course they are not equivalent to 100 meters. 100 meters equals how many? It's like 10,000. So it's another story. 11. Graduated tape is used for measuring the volume. Wrong, it's for the length. 12. The cubic meter and cubic centimeter are used for estimating the volumes of solids. Correct. The volume of a cuboid of iron is estimated by measuring its length only. Wrong, you have to get the length, the width and the height in order to get the volume. 14. To determine the volume of a liquid in the graduated cylinder, your eyes must be in a horizontal position at the lower point of the surface. Of course, this is correct. 15. Regarding the figure that you see, the correct reading of the volume water in this cylinder is, of course, it's gonna be C, not A. So the answer what's mentioned here is wrong. It's not A, it's C. The C is the best view for you to get the correct reading. 16. Graduated ruler is used to determine the volume of an irregular small stone. Wrong, it's the cylinder. 4. Write the scientific term of each of the following. 1. Everything that occupies a space and has a mass. It's a matter. 2. The amount of matter that the object contains. It's mass. 3. The space that's occupied by the object. Volume. 4. Anything that has a volume and a mass. Matter. 5. Tools used to measure the length of objects. Ruler. The unit used to measure the small length as the length of your pen. Of course, it's gonna be centimeter. 7. The tool used to measure the masses of gold, silver, and chemical substances in laboratories. Sensitive balance. 8. The tool used to measure the mass of fruits. It's 2 pens balance, or the regular balance. 9. The unit used to measure the small masses as jewelry. Gram. 10. The unit used to measure the large masses as fruits and vegetables. Kilogram. 11. The tool used to estimate the volumes of liquids or any irregular solid body. Graduated cylinder. 12. The unit used to measure the masses of very big objects. Ton. 13. Length multiply width multiply height. Of course, it's the volume of regular solids, and actually it's basically the volume of cuboid. 14. The units used to estimate the volumes of solids. Centimeter cube or meter cube. 15. The measuring units of the volumes of liquids. Liter, milliliter, or centimeter cube. Now, number 5. Complete the following statements. 1. Matter has a mass and a volume. 2. Everything that occupies a space and has a mass is called matter. 3. Mass is the amount of matter that the object contains. 4. Oxygen gas occupies a space, so it has a volume. 5. Measuring ruler is used to measure length. 6. Measuring tape is used for measuring length. 7. The length can be measured in some units as centimeter or meter. 8. Centimeter is the suitable unit to measure the length of your pencil. 9. Meter is the unit of measuring large lenses. 10. Centimeter unit is used to measure small length, while meter unit is used to measure very large lengths. Actually, it's not meter, it's kilometer unit, because it's very large in this case, not just large, very large. 11. 3 meters equal 300 centimeters. 12. Kilometer unit is used to measure the distance between Cairo and Aswan. 13. 2-pound balance is the tool used to estimate the masses of vegetables or cheese. 14. Sensitive balance is the tool used to measure the masses of the chemical materials and things made of gold. 15. Gram unit is used to measure small masses, while kilogram unit is used to measure big masses. 16. Ton unit is used to measure the mass of very big heavy objects. 17. Common balance is used for measuring big masses. 18. 1 kilogram equal 1000 grams. 19. 1 ton equal 1000 kilograms. 20. Kilogram is the measuring unit of large masses. 21. Graduated cylinder is the tool that's used to measure the volume of orange juice. 22. Graduated cylinder is used to measure the volume of liquids and irregular shapes. 23. The units of measuring the volume of a solid body are centimeter cube and meter cube. 24. The liter unit is used to measure the volume of liquids. 25. When you put an amount of a liquid in a graduated cylinder, the reading of the cylinder indicates the volume of the liquid. 26. Graduated cylinder is the tool that's used to estimate the volume of an irregular piece of rock, while sensitive balance is the tool that's used to estimate the mass of very large or very light objects. 27. The kilogram is the measuring unit of mass, while cubic centimeter is the measuring unit of volume. 28. 1 liter equal 1000 milliliters. 29. The volume of the book can be calculated by multiplication of length multiply width multiply height. 6. Correct the underlined words. 1. 6 meters equal 100 centimeters. Of course, it's going to be equal to 600 centimeters. Graduated ruler is used to measure the mass. Of course, wrong. Common balance is used to measure the mass. 3. Common balance is used to measure the volume of objects. Of course not. It's used to measure the masses of objects. 4. Volumes of liquids are measured by using sensitive balance, measured by using graduated cylinder. 5. Graduated tape is used to measure the masses of fruits and vegetables. Of course not. 2-pound balance or the common balance is used to measure the masses of fruits and vegetables. 7. Give reasons for the following. 1. The car has a volume. This is because it takes space. It occupies space. 2. Glass is a matter because it has mass and volume. 3. Air is a matter because it has a mass and a volume. 4. When some pieces of stone are put in a glass full of water, an amount of water is spilled out of the glass. This is because the stone takes the volume of the spilled water, so it replaces the spilled water. 5. You can't use water to measure the volume of a cube of sugar. This is because sugar is soluble in water, it dissolves in water, so there is no sugar to measure the volume of it. 8. Mention one use of each of the following. 1. Graduated tape. Well, we can use it to measure the length of long objects. 2. Graduated ruler. It's used to measure the length of, well, short objects it could be. It's no problem. 3. Common balance. It's used to measure the mass of big objects, large objects. 4. Sensitive balance. It's used to measure the volume of tiny objects. 5. 5. Graduated cylinder. It's used to measure the volume of liquids and irregular shapes, like stones and this stuff. 9. Define the matter. Define the following. 1. Matter. It's anything or any object that has a mass and a volume. 2. Mass. The amount of matter that are in the object. 3. Volume. The space that the object takes. 10. Which is larger and why? 1. Meter or centimeter? Of course, meter is larger because 1 meter equals 100 centimeter. 2. Kilogram or ton? Again, the ton is going to be much larger because 1 ton equals 1000 kilogram. 3. Kilometer or meter? Kilometer is larger because 1 kilometer equals 1000 meter. 4. Kilogram or gram? Of course, kilogram because 1 kilogram equals 1000 gram. 5. Milliliter or liter? Of course, liter because 1 liter equals 1000 milliliter. 11. Problems. 1. The graduated cylinder that is shown in the opposite figure, which is on the right, contains 25 cm cube of water. When an irregular piece of stone was put in it, the level of water became 40 cm cube. Find the volume of the piece of stone. The volume of piece of stone in this case will be V2 minus V1, which is 40 minus 25, which is equal to 15 centimeter cube. 2. A glass is filled completely with water and 6 equal sized marbles are put in it. Calculate the volume of each marble if the volume of the spilled water equal 12 centimeter cube. So it's very easy. In this case, it will be the 12 centimeter cube divided by 6, because we got 6 marbles this time and they are equal in size. So 12 divided 6 equal 2 centimeter cube. So the volume of one marble, or each marble in this case, equal 2 centimeter cube. 3. Calculate the volume of a cuboid whose length is 5 cm, its width equals 3 cm, and its height equals 2 cm. So we have to apply the rule. The volume of a cuboid equal length times width times height equal 5 times 3 times 2 equal 30 cm cube. 4. Look at the figure in front of you, which is on the right, then complete. The volume of the stone equal, of course it's going to be V2 minus V1. In this case it's equal to 40 minus 30. So it's going to be 10 cm cube. 5. A mobile phone whose length equals 8 cm, its width is half its length, and its height is 2 cm. Calculate its volume. So the problem is how to get the width, but it's not a problem. It's given that the width is half its length, so we're going to be half the 8. So it's 8 divided 2 equals 4, so the width equal 4. Then we can apply the rule. The volume of the mobile will be equivalent to the length multiply the width multiply the height, which is equal to 8 multiply 4 multiply 2, and it's gonna be equal to 64 centimeter cube. 6. A graduated cylinder contains 100 centimeter cube of water. When 4 equal sized marbles were put in it, the level of water became 120 centimeter cube. Complete the following. A. The volume of 4 marbles equal, it's equal 120 minus the spilled. So it's 120 minus 100, sorry, this is 120 after putting them minus the reading before we putting them. So 120 minus 100 equal 20 centimeter cube. The volume of each marble equal, we have 4 marbles, so it's gonna be 20 divided 4, so equal 5 centimeter cube. 7. Calculate the volume of the cuboid in the opposite figure. And already the dimensions are given. It's 6 cm, 5 cm, and 3 cm. So we apply the rule. The volume equal length multiply width multiply height equals 6 multiply 5 multiply 3. And it's gonna be 90 cm cube. 12. Complete the following table. Of course, the table is containing a comparison between the measuring units and the measuring tools. So, and he determined in this question the points of comparison are determined. We want to compare the length, the mass, the volume. So the measuring units for the length are kilometer, meter, and centimeter, while the measuring units for the mass are kilogram and gram. The measuring units of volume, liters, milliliters, centimeter cube, and meter cube, they could go. So let's go to measuring tools. For length, we got the measuring tape and ruler. For the mass, the measuring tools are sensitive balance, and common balance. For the volume, the measuring tools are graduated cylinder and ruler. Now, let's go to 13. You have a measuring cylinder and some water. How can you use these materials to estimate the volume of a medal? Simply you draw the 2 cylinders and you start putting, the volume before before putting your medal, and draw the same cylinder after putting the medal. What happens? The volume is gonna change. Before putting the medal it was V1. After putting the medal it's V2. So the steps are, the first thing to do is pour an amount of water in a graduated cylinder and record the volume of water, which is V1. 2. Put the medal carefully in the cylinder and record the new volume of water with the medal. In this case, it's gonna be V2. So the volume of the medal will be V2 minus V1. If you got the 2 values, you can calculate it accurately. 1. Which of the boxes X, Y, or Z has the least mass? Box X. 2. If you have two equal sized marbles, each one has the volume of 2 cm cube, and you put them in a graduated cylinder contains 30 cm cube of water. Calculate the reading of the graduated cylinder after putting the two marbles in it. So first you have to calculate the volumes of the two marbles. In this case, volume of two marbles equal 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4 cm cube. And the cylinder already contains 30 cm cube. So after you put them, it's going to be increased by 4. So the reading after putting them equal 30 plus 4 equal 34 centimeter cube. 3. A scientist needs to determine the volume of an irregular shaped rock. He has only a ruler and a measuring cylinder contains some water. Which tools should he use to determine the volume of this rock? It's gonna be answer C, the measuring cylinder only. This is that he can use. 4. The opposite figure shows a box with measurements of 6 cm, 5 cm, and 4 cm. Imagine that you completely fill this box with water. What is the volume of the water? It's gonna take the same dimensions of the box. So it's gonna be 6 multiply 5 multiply 4 centimeter cube. Thank you.